as I watch Dan Campbell, I've never wanted anything more in my Lions life than for him to be a good coach.
Here it is, Butterfly.
This is me.
On the Titanic. Let's go.
If they get a couple more breaks, they can be good. If they finally hit on the second round pick, they're going to be good. And then by August, they're all in. And then December, you ask, hey, what's up with the Lions? Man, this team. I have nothing to do with them.
So it's like herpes. Just keeps coming back.
It just flares
Right.
on you. Dan Campbell's getting a lot of run for Coach of the Year this year, which you said people are betting on them to win the division. I think that's pretty much the same bet. If the Lions win the division, Dan Campbell's a Coach of the Year. They go hand in hand.
Absolutely. But if Dan Campbell goes from 3 wins to 7 or 8, he could also be viewed as a Coach of the Year, unless somebody else somewhere just has an incredible season. Because Coach of the Year is not, hey, I was the best coach this year. Coach of the Year normally is you took a mediocre team to greatness or a bad team to mediocrity. And then the people who vote on that look at it and say, that was the most improved team, so we're going to give this guy Coach of the Year.
Yeah, you almost got to sort of guarantee you make the playoffs too, right? So that
Well, the Lions were so low last year. I don't think they have to make the playoffs.
But don't you think that there's okay?
It helps, of course.
Okay, so are you saying that in contention, dependent if they have 7 or 8 wins, that I think that the big thing with Hard Knocks, to Terry's point, is that they're not going to sneak up on anybody. They're sort of on the radar. I think more so to the fact that Terry wants the money back. It was pointed out, it wasn't more so the diehard Lions fans, but the rest of the country buying into it. Right. So to that point, I think everybody knows Dan Campbell. If you ask this year compared to last year, obviously, who's the coach of the Detroit Lions, more people know Dan Campbell's name. So he's not going to sneak up on anybody. That makes sense.
On the YouTube chat thread, Stephen Maffey says, DJ Chark is proof of the culture change, a top free agent, give the Lions a discount on a prove-it deal just because he wants to play for these coaches. And since we are talking about Dan Campbell and the Coach of the Year money, T-Foss, I go to you for comment.
That's not necessarily the case. Maybe it was his best and only opportunity. He's going to get paid. It's a show. It may not be because I got to show myself. I love these coaches so much. It's a business. Maybe other teams didn't want him, or maybe other teams wanted to pay him a couple $1 million a year instead of what the Lions were willing to pay for him. The Lions are in a more desperate situation to attract guys with some speed, because what was the weakness last year? The wide receiver room. Now Dan Campbell is saying that the wide receiver room is probably our greatest improvement. That's because they were able to get guys in, and Chark is one of those guys. And I'm not convinced he came here because he loves these coaches. He came here because this was the best financial opportunity for him. And not everybody wants a wide receiver that's always injured. Let's throw that in there.
And that may be why the Lions were in that mix, Terry, where they even had to maybe, dare I say, overpay by a couple of bucks to get him. It could be a case. No one knows that except for DJ Chark and his agent. No one knows that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean...
And they're only overpaying for a year.
Right. And that's... Maybe that fit their narrative, where they came in at a little higher number and less commitment. Because that, again, freedom's power, man. Freedom, flexibility are power. Robert Closia says, D-Mac dropping F-bombs is why I'm here. So there's that. There's that
well, I got more.
Yes, he does. No, but again, look, you're talking Coach of the Year and stuff like that. And D-Mac, my friend Dennis. And
yes.
we talk about him a lot. I always
Lions
I refer to him as my terminal Lions fan friend. He can't escape it. There's no cure for what he has. There's no medication. There's no treatment, Terry. He's getting all ramped up again.
I know people like that.
Yeah, he's getting all ramped up
Lions
again.
fans.
But he knows it. You know what he is? He's a high-functioning terminal Lions fan. Like they talk about high-functioning alcoholics. He's a high-functioning terminal Lions fan. He still goes about his day and everything. Like, he can't kick it. There's nothing he can do, so he's learned to live with it.
No, he's an alcoholic, but a Lions.
But a Lions-aholic. He's a
Lions-aholic.
Lions-aholic. High-functioning Lions-aholic. And we were talking the other day, and he told me, he goes, as I watch Dan Campbell, I've never wanted anything more in my Lions life than for him to be a good coach, because I want that so bad with how he is, his mannerisms, all that. Because you like, right? You said it yourself, entertaining,
Very
genuine. He goes, that may break me. Now, it won't. If nothing else has broken him to this point, that's not going to break him. But, like, the despair, I'm big on the eyes and I'm big on the voice. The despair in his voice when he said, if he's not a good coach, it could break me.
0-16 didn't break you. 2-14 didn't break you. Matt Millen didn't break you. This is not going to break him. He'll be right back.
I understand. And look, we know that. But D-Mac, again, you're big on this stuff too. The eyes and the voice.
Because of the love. It's like being in love, right? You're going to throw your heart out there again because he's giving you some reason to love again, to commit 100% to the Lions. Dennis is giving it all. Here it is, Butterfly.
This is me
on the Titanic. Let's go.
They always come back. This is the cycle.
Well, he's high functioning.
I think what
He
it
knows
is,
that.
though, it's because you're setting yourself up because you're all in because you want this to work out. This is the fairy tale ending because this is the guy you want. As opposed to bringing somebody in that maybe doesn't coach the way you want, goes with more of the militant Belichick, but it gets you results. No, you get results with this guy. You get the whole enchilada, the whole package of the feels and the wins and stuff like this. So I think it happens a lot. The question that came in my mind, Neil, is this like one of the first times or more that you can think that you wanted it for a coach? Because we've all wanted it for players in the past, right? It reminds me of, us in the 90s, before we could ever win the cup, wanted it for Stevie, right? We've all wanted it for players. Like you look at the Ovechkin going for Washington going for the cup. You want to see him win. St. Louis. As a fan of different things, now is this the first time you really want to see a coach win? And I think maybe it is because he's got you invested in everything because it feels right. It feels right.
Terry, Mike G says, rooting for the Lions is like love, ? I think the Lions gave me an STD years ago. So
They did.
there's
But
that.
what happens? Every April, May, June.
You get your penicillin.
Yeah, get your penicillin and say, you know what? If they get a couple more breaks, they can be good. If they finally hit on the second round pick, they're going to be good.
And this will all clear up.
Right. And then by August, they're all in. And then December, you ask, hey, what's up with the Lions? Man, fuck this team. I want nothing to do with them. They can kiss my ass.
Wait, Terry F-bombs are way better than mine.
They are.
And then April, hey, they lost half their games by one score. I can see them winning the division. It's every year.
So it's like herpes, just keeps coming back.
It just flares
Right.
on you. Yeah, it flares up every late September, early October. It flares up.
That's fair.
Like I get allergies in September.
Yeah.
Like I'm starting to get them already when I wake up in the morning.
Me
It
too.
takes a while to shake them.
The allergies to the fans.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. You get a
can
flare up.
treat the symptoms for herpes, but you can't quite get rid of them. They're always there underneath.
Sounds like a Friday with Uncle Terry's question.
At the Sun Bowl.
I did not get herpes at the Sun Bowl.
Where did you get them then?
I've never had herpes.
Aha. There you go. Breaking news.
I've never had herpes.
Right. And
Nah, there's no wink
There's-
wink. I have never had herpes.